Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, it's Jamal, the 9 to 5 millionaire. And look, today I want to talk to you about how to find good real estate deals. All right, so I'm standing in front of a property right here that I purchased off of auction.com. I purchased this property without ever even going inside of the property. So look, before I even went in to see how the property looked, I analyzed the property though from the numbers. Let me show you exactly what I did. Come on. All right, so here we go. Believe it or not, I purchased this property for a little bit under $50,000. That's right. Now let me tell you what type of property this is. This is a 2-unit building, meaning that it has 2 different levels, which can house 2 different families. All right. So when I first purchased the property, the upstairs unit had 2 bedrooms. The first floor unit only had 2 bedrooms also. But what I did, I wanted to maximize the bedroom count and maximize the size of the first floor unit. So I did what we call duplex. I duplexed the first floor to the basement, meaning that I created more livable space in the basement. I'm telling you all, this is a little tip. That will give you an increased value, and that will add something that no other unit or no other property in the community has. So this is a huge selling point. And remember before, I talked about the wow factor, right? Well, it's definitely a wow factor when you give somebody almost double the size apartment space. And another little tip that I'm gonna put you on is that the reason why I do that is because this is considered an owner's unit. So what I mean by owner's unit is a person can purchase this property owner occupied. So remember, they're only gonna have to pay 3% to live here, but they can rent the second floor unit out. And that money that they receive from their tenant on the second level will pay the mortgage to this property. So pretty much you're living rent free. And that's why I love this idea, and I love purchasing properties like this one because it allows the owner to live rent free. All right, so here's another tip. Now, whenever I'm purchasing a multi-unit building like this, I try to go with the design of the house. Meaning I'm not trying to knock down too many walls, right? There's only so much you can do structurally. So in this case, this was a dining room that was closed off from the kitchen. This kitchen was small, as you see. But what I did, I actually took out this wall here and opened it up to the kitchen, to the dining room, to kind of expand it and give more room. This is just another wow factor that I do. So when a tenant move in here, they'll say, wow, this is kind of open area. I like this kind of concept as opposed to being closed in. Remember, any property that you find, the first thing that you want to do is write down what kind of wow factors can I do to make this apartment or this building look more appealing to the person that's buying it. All right, here's another tip. As long as your basement have at least 7 foot in height, and you have to check with your city, because maybe different city or different states have different laws. But where I'm from, you need at least 7 feet of ceiling height in order to make the basement livable space. Now, if it's less than 7 feet, you can always dig down to gain an extra ceiling height. So this is what I mean by duplex. So we went and actually connected the first floor unit to the basement. Let me show you. All right, so what makes this place a good deal, right? I know you're looking and you're wondering that for yourself. Like, what, Jamal, what will make a property a good deal? I always start with the numbers. Never forget that. That is the most important part of the deal, is the numbers. And then after you got your desired, after you potentially have met your desired number that you look to get from this property, whether you're renting or whether you're fixing it to flip, then after that, you start looking at all the other things. You want to look at the neighborhood. You want to look at the curb appeal. You want to look at, then come inside and see how the property flows inside. If you have the ceiling height in the basement to be able to make the unit larger. So all of these factors go into play. Now, the next thing that I would tell you to start looking at is how much of the unit can you save? Meaning, do you have to go in and totally redo everything in the apartment building? Or is it things in there that you can save? Like the hardwood floors. Is maybe some of the walls okay, it just need a little bit of patching? Are the kitchen cabinets okay? Or maybe we can just paint the kitchen cabinets and put new knobs on it. Remember, every dollar saved is a dollar earned. All right, something that you want to take into consideration as a real estate investor is that you want the person purchasing your property to maximize the amount of money that they can get, to maximize the amount of rental income. And the way they get more rental income is by how many bedrooms this apartment have. So bedrooms are important. So here you go. This apartment originally only had 2 bedrooms. So by identifying properties that I could duplex the first floor to the basement, it allowed me now to create 2 more bedrooms on the lower level. So that means now the potential rental income has went from possibly $800 a month rental income to now over $1,000. That's a $200 to $250 increase per month just by adding 2 bedrooms on the lower level. Okay, so I just showed you the first floor duplex. All right, so now I'm gonna show you the second floor unit. Come on. All right, here we go. All right, so remember I told you that every dollar saved is a dollar earned. Now look, you can look at the reflection of yourself in these hardwood floors. So when I'm walking to a property, when I'm assessing a property, I look and I see, what can I save? What's here already that can save me money, right? So if I were to replace these hardwood floors throughout this whole building, that can cost me an upwards to $20,000 to $40,000. But because this wood, we were able to refurbish it. We were able to sand this wood down and bring it back to life. That's more money now coming in my pocket because I was able to save that dollar amount. Even some of the windows, this property had newer windows in here, so we were able to just clean up the windows and get them fixed a little bit, and that was another savings for us. So what I need you guys to do is whenever you're assessing a property, look at what you can save, all right? You don't have to go in and redo everything, all right? But things that we always make sure that we redo, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, most of our mechanicals. But then I need you to really assess and see what else, other things that you can save on. All right, so look, the only person that can tell you if something is a good deal is you. Remember, what purpose is this purchase fulfilling in your life? So for me, for this building, somebody might have said, hey, I want to stay here and I want to live rent-free. If the amount of rent that you're going to receive every month is going to cover the mortgage of the property, then it's a great deal. For me, I said, I want to fix this property up and I want to flip it. I want to sell this property and make a profit on it. That's exactly what I did. So because I'm doing that, I bought this property for $50,000. I put a little bit less than $100,000 into this property, and now I'm selling this property in upwards of $300,000. So it fulfilled the purpose that I had for this property. So look, have a purpose for every property you purchase. And once you do the numbers and you determine that this purchase will fulfill that purpose, then yes, it is a great deal. Let's go.